Let's go. It's time to lock in. Summer's so close. You're strong enough to have it all, but you're too weak to take it. You got to change that in an instant, man. There's some actions that we're not taking. There's some pain that you're avoiding, that you're coping with, right? You're smoothing over the rough edges when it's the rough edges of the saw that help you cut through your goals. You're trying to sharpen the stone, right? What the thing is, you have so many goals in mind, but you don't have so many actions. But the thing is not going and doing all those actions. The thing is going and doing one action, the very next action. Damn, how many times have I let myself down? Way more than anybody else. The number one person holding you back is you. You got to remember that. Number one person holding you back is you. You got goals. You got things that you can accomplish. You've got a version of you that would blow your mind. Imagine if every step you took was forward. What if everything you did about your training, you were really about it? What if, when it was time to do the training, you did it. When it was time to go to sleep, you went to sleep. There's not in-betweens where you're scrolling, you're talking with friends, you're playing video games. Like this stuff that's regular in life, okay, that's fine. But I thought you wanted to be exceptional. You have to be the exception. You have to know you're going to be lonely. You have to know that you're going to be literally alone. You have to know that you're going to be in pain. Some of these goals, a lot of you guys are athletes, you have big goals. If you're a business owner, you're not even an athlete. You need to put yourself in pain because it's practicing the discipline of, I will lift this because I know it produces more energy in my body, more muscle. It makes me feel better and look better and vibrate at a higher level. They call it a vibrant person for a reason. You got to vibrate at a higher level, but you got to go through these pains in all different categories. You got to go do your homework. It's painful. You got to go do your chores. You got to go do, a lot of the people who are watching this might be young. You guys got to go do stuff that's uncomfortable. And if you tackle that first, oh, who are these? The kids who get A's, they get home, they knock out that homework if it's not done already, and they do it right. And then they play their other stuff, right? For you and me, I'm saying there's a lot of goals that you have in your mind. There's a lot of actions that you could take. Put all those aside. You need to take the very next step because you can't. I get caught up in this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. And it's like, get a list, cool, but don't spend too much time making the list, if any at all. Do the very next thing because being like, I'm going to run 5K, I'm going to run 10K, I'm going to run a marathon. It's like, these are all great goals that you're capable of. But until you take the first step, it doesn't matter what you want to accomplish or what you're going to accomplish or what you could, your potential, it doesn't matter. Take the next step, and along your journey, you can decide, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm going to go further, I'm going to go left, I'm going to go right, but start stepping. Start stepping. There's so much to life that I feel like I'm missing because I'm letting me down. How many of you are letting you down? It's a human condition where, oh man, stress gets to you. Life gets to you. Your hormones get to you. You want to be with the girls. You want to be with the guys. Like, damn, that kind of stuff controls you, don't it? There's drama here. There's a very entertaining TV show or a movie that came out or a brand new game. Chat, hop on, chat, everybody, all your friends, they're there. And if you're not there, you're going to miss out on that friendship. But I'm talking to the exceptions here. The people who, first off, your real friends will ride with you no matter what. You ain't got to be in the chat that actually respect you long term because you're never there. You're always working. You're always hustling. You're always grinding. They might just look up to you when you're in the league finally. When you get that D1 contract. When you finally get some NIL deals. There's so many possibilities and potential here. Humans, if you're hearing this, go all out, man. Life is way too short. When Drake said YOLO, he didn't mean blow it all away. He meant take advantage of this. Nothing more precious than life. Nothing. Choose life first, and I'm talking a life worth living. Okay, go out and get it. Don't huddle in a corner and trying to be safe and secure. And no, go be exciting. Exciting in the risk that you take. Exciting in the challenges. Exciting in me personally, I know the type of business size that I want. I know what building it's going to be in already. But do you know what I got to tell myself, Nick, do you know what you're asking for? Do you know what it's like to pay 80 grand a month in rent? That's what you're asking for. Oh yeah, you wanted the cars. I wanted the mansion. I want this business at this size. But do you know what all that comes with? I got to remind myself, get ready, because it's bigger goals, bigger stress. And that's why we practice now. That's why we lift now. That's why we do our cardio now. You lazy. Don't get me started on the cardio. Because you got to be able to handle the stress and more importantly, handle the things that you don't prefer to do out of practice. because you're not going to be able to handle the big stress. And you can't even make a priority to get to the gym for you. What do you? That's a simple thing. What do you think when it comes to a lawsuit or a big old rent check or a big bill that comes or your building collapses? There's so many things in life. Anything that could happen will happen. What I need you to know is this is just practice, baby. Start practicing now. You guys that are in sports, you know how important practice is, right? You guys that are in sports, parents, you got to understand that. All these small things that the kids are getting, don't even get me started, man. Practice in the little things, like when you're cleaning your room, that's practice. When you're going to work out when you don't feel like it, that's practice. When you're going to doing all these other things, that's all practice, baby. What are we doing? Get your ass to the gym, okay? Get your ass to the gym. It's time to put in some work. And a lot of you, don't even get me started on the gym. A lot of you lift because you like lifting. It's because you're not good at cardio. It's because you're trying to avoid the real effort that requires to break a sweat, breathe heavy, look bad. Oh, I get it. You want to wear waist trainers so nothing jiggles. You want to lift weights so you feel strong, or people can be like, you 135. See, you're letting yourself down because you're avoiding the things that are really important for the things that someone told you was important or that you in your current state think is important. But I'm telling you, there's another version of you who knows better. There's another version of you who knows better. And then what about this little demon here? Let's just go party. All my friends are there. They're playing video games. Like, log in. You don't want to miss your friendships. Like, go drink, go do this. And then there's the person who was raised right. That's you. Who knows better? You know better. Like, at the end of the day, nobody has to tell you this stuff because you've already been telling you. It's in the back of your head. And maybe you're getting pretty damn good at telling the angel, shut the hell up. And you've been listening to the demon a little bit too much, huh? Because you've been avoiding the stuff that you need to do. You've been avoiding the stuff that's truly good for you, your future family, your future finances. Think of the future. You guys are kids. You're going to have kids someday, right? I know you're 15, 16, 17, 30. It doesn't matter what your age is. I don't have kids yet, but I know that everything I'm doing right now is for my kids. For the family, for the business that I have, future employees. I'm working so hard right now so that I can randomly show up and give gifts, so I can randomly take the kids on trips. Like, what I'm building right now, you know when a parent says, everything I do is for my kids. Yeah, but everything I've done is for my kids. I don't have to have kids for everything I do to be for my kids. Because if you say, yes, I'll have kids one day, okay, put that in place. There's kids in my future. What I give to them is what I'll have. And what I do now has to do with what I'm going to have. So everything you're doing right now, some of you guys are so short-term minded. You're not thinking 5, 10, 15, 20 years. 5 years is nothing. I've been doing this a decade and we're just now getting started. And 15 years, not even a decade. I've been doing this 15 years, fresh out of high school, you guys. Maybe that's where you're at. I went right into business. I went right into failure. Failing here, figuring it out. Failing here, figuring out. Asking questions. They want to gatekeep. I'll figure it out. Did it wrong. Now I know it. Why? Okay. Here's a word of advice that's really helped me. Stop asking for permission. Ask for forgiveness. You heard that one before, right? It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. And I'm doing that. There was a time recently, I was proud of myself. I was like, I don't see anywhere to park. I'm only stopping here for 2 minutes because I got to drop in and hand an envelope to this guy. I parked in an incorrect spot. And it was harmless, but it was not what I was supposed to do. It wasn't a handicapped spot or anything weird like that. It was just around a corner on a hedge. Yeah, I parked up on the hedge. No, it was near a hedge. And I thought, I wouldn't normally park here because it's not allowed. But also I thought, fuck it. They can't tow me in time. I'll be back. And it's a better way to live life. You're not hurting nobody. There's so many things that you're doing. It's maybe not the best example where it's start practicing asking for forgiveness. You have a good heart, ask for forgiveness. But don't ask for permission. Because as soon as you ask someone for permission, they get filled with this prideful sense of power. They could say no. They will say no because that's me exercising my power. And a lot of people don't have power in life. And in real life, they don't have the power to stop you. They don't have the power to stop you. If you build a business and you're good enough, people will pay. It don't matter what people say about you. It doesn't matter how many people stop coming. It's like if you're good enough, somebody out there that needs what you have, wants what you have, wants what you sell. There's nothing out there that can really stop you if you're good enough. And that's what I'm trying to encourage you today is become good enough through the very first step. Take that step. Let's go. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep grinding. More of this. More of this. I got so much to say. But this is a good first step. This is a good first take, Stephen A. Stephen A. You ain't swinging on LeBron, man. Don't even get me started. I'll do my own content here, but I also want to start commentating on news, stuff like that. Does with the phone like this work well enough? Does vertical versus horizontal video work well enough? I just have this microphone set up and I'm just sitting on the couch. A background would be better so you don't see my workout notes. Just in my gym at 6 a.m. Sun's about to come up. That's great. Bags under my eyes. That's great. But I'm going to be about it, you guys. If I tell you to hustle, it's because I'm hustling. If I tell you it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission, it's like that's what I'm going through. And if I tell you I'm going to show up and give you motivation even when I have none, that's how you know where my heart is. I'm going to show up and give you a smile when I don't have one. I'm going to show up and give you positivity when I had none for myself. I'm going to show up and push you like the coach you deserve when I didn't have one for me. That's the difference here. That's the difference in my heart and my flame. You don't see it, but I'm going to make sure you do see it. You don't realize how I'm built different. As a coach, as a friend, I'll go all the way out for you and you go, whoa, Nick, we're strangers. I barely know you. You're just some guy on Instagram well, I've seen you once in real life. It's like, no, I'm about it. If a human says, I value you, Nick, even if it's like, I thought your comedy was funny. Get that a lot. I'll go all out for you. Hey, you said something to me that means a lot to me. You said, I support you. I like what you're doing. There's people that say, I don't like what you're doing. I still support you. I don't prefer it. Comedy could be this, or maybe you should be doing this. Everyone has an opinion. But it's the people that support. It's like, I'll go all out for you. And you don't understand what you got on your side right here when I'm on your team. Oh, man. I'll see you guys soon.